Hello to all our friends. Continuing our training videos on the LS brand M100 inverter, today we'll discuss another feature of the M100 inverter. The feature we're going to learn about today is the frequency limit feature. If we want to set an upper and lower limit in the inverter, in addition to the maximum frequency we define and set, so that our inverter doesn't exceed that frequency or drop below a certain frequency, we can use the frequency limit feature. For the settings we need to adjust on the M100 inverter, first we must enter the AD parameter group, which is advanced, and in parameter number 24, first enable the frequency upper lower limit option. To do this, you must set parameter AD24 to 1. So, by setting AD24 to the number 1, the frequency limit feature is enabled for us. In parameter AD25, we specify our lower frequency limit or the lower limit. In AD26, we also specify the frequency for the upper limit or the upper limit. By doing this, we set an upper frequency limit and a lower frequency limit for our inverter, in addition to the maximum frequency. So, in parameter AD24, we enable the frequency limit feature and set it to the number 1. In parameter AD25, we set the frequency lower limit or the lower frequency limit, and in parameter AD26, we also set the upper limit value or the upper frequency limit. Let's go to the M100 inverter, perform the settings we learned together, and test this feature. Well, we said if we want to apply a frequency limit on the M100 inverter, meaning the frequency doesn't drop below a certain point and doesn't exceed a certain point, we must enter the AD parameter group. Parameter number 24. Let's first enable the frequency limit, set it to 1. In parameter AD25, let's specify our lower frequency limit. For example, I'll set it here to 10 Hz, meaning it won't drop below 10 Hz. In parameter AD26, we also specify the upper frequency limit. For example, we'll set it to 40 Hz and confirm it. I'll start the inverter. Now if I turn the dial on the inverter's keypad, even if I turn it all the way to its maximum position, my upper frequency still will not exceed 40 Hz. And if I decrease the frequency, it will not drop below 10 Hz either. As you can see, I've turned the dial all the way down, but the frequency hasn't dropped below 10 Hz. So we've successfully used parameters AD 24, 25, and 26 to set the upper and lower frequency limits for this M100 inverter.